bound. One seed matters. One seed matters. So they don't have to worry about New Zealand as they have been ousted.
Who will play China? Who will play Republic of Korea?
Yes.
And also, this matchup is quite interesting. It's clearly between the two best teams of the group. And both teams performed quite well.
I would say so.
In their first game, but I'm still curious to watch how Vietnam is going to handle the speed with a team with which they physically match up quite well. It's like, I even think that they have the physical advantage in the paint right now, Vietnam, but Japan has followed the guidelines. They know what they're looking for, and they've done it successfully. Now, can Vietnam bring up the heat defensively and keep up with Fatoumata Nishi? That's a good thing, well, if you manage to stay with her all game long.
She's going to be put to the test.
Yeah. Like, the young buck now is going to have some trouble.
We're going to see what Konnichiwa, as Angelo said earlier.
She'll say hello.
This will be a good barometer, good measuring stick for her as far as where she stands talent-wise, going up against an experienced basketball players in general. With the Chuang twins taking the court first, and a very, very balanced and dangerous Vietnam team who don't look like they played in the qualifying draw. They are fresh, they are sharp, or they were, hoping that trend continues into this one. Nguyen, last out. Not to forget about Thu Hang, who really stepped her game up as well yesterday. You could see the flags flying. Represent, represent. Kept telling them that. They can't hear me.
No, they can't.
So they get a moment to warm up, and there's a star ready to shine. With the lights.
I just want to catch Vanessa Devlin saying, "It's time to go, yo."
Shout out to Vanessa Devlin. Got a beautiful, beautiful baby boy here.
Oh yeah, like that was unfair because when she brought her son with her on the court, I was like, no.
Stole the show. Completely stole the show. We cared nothing about what was happening on the court. It was all about the baby boy.
Oh man, like I wasn't watching no more basketball. My heart was melted.
Greatest gift that you can have in this lifetime. You both know.
You surely do. Big shout out to Wifey and my baby boy right now. It's like the #1 supporters. They just let the TV play all day and they listen to Papa speak on the live broadcast. That's love, man. That is just love.
I'll tell you, Papa's doing a great job. You can be proud. But when he comes home, put him to work. This job is way too easy for him, I'm telling you.
Ooh, first steal.
Thievery is what we've witnessed to start the game.
Oh, that was a nice finish right there.
Steal and the deal from a player who's been relatively quiet for Japan. That was Yuki Noguchi. Maybe her first bucket of the day, actually. Foul on the floor. That is the call. This, again, in case you're just joining us, both of these teams are quarterfinal bound. This is not a play-in game. This is a positioning game.
Right, it's a top seed battle.
Vietnam have not lost a contest yet here in Singapore. Baseline, Jay. She will assist her. Assistant, that is. Vietnam. Chuang hooking up.
There's a bit of bumping there, though.
Yeah, Nishi took some contact. But this is the highest level of 3x3 in this region, so you can't expect to get those calls. Ain't no Jordan calls out here. I don't see no 2 threes out there.
You mean no Los Angeles Lakers type whistling?
No, it depends on who you play, or who you are, the Los Angeles Lakers. Meantime, easy filet.
High trajectory.
Strong drive. There's the length, though. And that's where Vietnam have a little bit of an advantage.
Good hands.
It's the quickness that belongs to Japan. It's the length that favors Vietnam. Nishi turn around, gets nothing. Vietnam will come clear of it. 2-ball on the way. Oh, hits the heel of the rim. Whoa, whoa. Oh, that might have knocked some wind out.
Yeah, because she fell on the ball. And also, looking at the fingers, glad that she doesn't look in pain. You'll see on the fall right here, that with the hand positioning, it's always kind of awkward. See right here.
Wow,
well,
that didn't feel good.
She's a tough cookie, let me tell you.
That didn't feel good. I guarantee you, if that was Angelo, he'd be wiping his tears away and carrying him off the court.
Beautiful execution. And you see, Vietnam is having a lot of trouble to guard those type of situations. They had trouble against Singapore, and Japan has done a really good job on this specific play. The shot from Nishi.
Yes, Nishi. What is that, velvet? That touch was so soft from 17 feet. It ain't hardly touched anything. The net's barely moving.
It was softer than satin. Satin, right? I said it right? Satin?
Yeah. It touched the feel of satin. Yes. Whoa, steady defense. This is Cerrone.
That's the third steal of the game already.
She is a nuisance defensively. And Japan lead it 4-2.
The Twins are going to have to bring the full bag of tricks to get away from that defensive ball pressure.
I don't think we've even seen the full bag of tricks from the Twins yet.
They're going to have to bring it, because the Japanese ladies are scrappy, very intense, hands are very active. Nothing's going to be easy.
The Republic of Korea and China await their matchup. It's going to be one of these two teams. Give me that. Wait a minute, you better clear it. Oh, that's just tough, man. That
can't guard it any better.
No, that's just tough. Kaylin Tao V-Tron with that last bucket. And this time it's me.
Oh, yes.
Hezzy, Don delivery, extra passes made. Nishi on the run like Beyonce's tour.
Kyle, I'm telling you, you got to put this Vietnam defense into those multiple option, multiple collaborations. You got to go with looks where they have to think about what they're doing defensively.
Nishi, no good. That's all. She definitely got shoved in the back right there. Definitely a push in the back. That one whistled on KD, Tao, Ni, Strong.
Japan is proposing multiple combinations, and those combinations is confusing the defense, because Vietnam, which is pretty much built to be able to switch everything, right? But switching everything requires what? Communication, clear communication, and right now it's been lacking. And Singapore cannot capitalize on it quite enough, but we're talking about a Japanese squad that is much more crisp, that is much more able to make the right reads and keep up with the off-ball movement. And that's something that could give them a chance to not only be competitive, but who knows? Who knows?
Action continues in a 5-3 game. Deuces are wild. That was crazy deep. Crazy deep.
That's the kind of set play that Team France would love to use and be known to use to free up a shooter.
That was Takahashi, by the way, on that last two. Get it back to her. She gives it up. Unselfish. Selflessness. Nishi, no good that time. Loose ball. Who's it go to? Oh, what a hustle from Nishi. Can't squeeze it, though.
The ball will go back to Japan.
Yeah. Oh, will it?
Yeah.
I thought Nishi touched it last. Another look at the replay, and we will see, in fact, who did touch that. Oh, yeah, it's the right thing. That was the right call. Uh-oh, loose ball. Track down, corner, whipped over. She's already hit one, and she can get another. Not that time. Nishi is all over the place like toddler's toys.
A lot of offensive rebounds for Team Japan.
Nishi, cross, left, right. Hit the scoop.
Fatumanana. I love her name, man.
Fatumanana.
I love her name.
Well, she's giving
and
us,
I love her game. I love her name, but I love her game even more.
She's giving us a lot to like. Again, 21 years old. The star of the U23 level, now representing on the senior national team for the first time. And she will misfire on the free throw, but look, Japan are leading this thing 8-5. And you better believe other teams are scouting this game. They want to see the vulnerabilities and the weaknesses potentially on this Vietnamese team.
Well, I've been talking about those vulnerabilities defensively during the game of Singapore, and you gave me a lot of trouble. You were teasing me a lot, but at the end of the day, Japan is pressing on that same weakness I mentioned, though.
I have not teased you once.
You were teasing me.
Teasing me. Stop it. 8-4. We're back on our best behavior. But Japan are still wilding out.
Well, doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Get Vietnam on the move defensively. If you're playing idle ball, what I call idle ball, and most teams would look upon as like one-on-one oriented game, you play right into the hands of that physical defense. They're physical and scrappy. They can match up with anybody. But if you get them on the move and force them to communicate, now you have a chance.
So Vietnam get right back to it. They get the score from Kaylin Tao Vietron.
That's a two. That's a two.
Two off the window. That gets a smile from Truong. I'm not sure she's showing her true feelings. She laughed that two-piece off, but it's like, hey, this ain't no laughing matter. Japan all over Vietnam right now. As Kay Lee comes up a little gimpy off of the floor, she's going to substitute out for a moment. Vince, I told y'all about Japan, didn't I? Didn't I? All right, let's not. Cross.
Let them know.
Drive. I'm just telling them. Y'all check out the World in the Streets podcast. Placed it ease with threes. And you'll see what I said about Japan. This game ain't over with yet, so. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's right in our front door right here. Hello. Nice to meet y'all.
Takahashi, man, she's just so intense. Anything coming her way, she's going after it.
And you know, effort matters. I mean, skill matters, but oftentimes it really comes down to making the extra effort to get the plays to, you know, the 50-50 balls. Like, that matters. And even when it comes to talent, I'm not sure that Vietnam is a vastly more talented team, are they?
On paper, yes.
On paper, yes. But
yes.
You don't win the games on paper. You win them between the lines.
You surely don't.
Right?
Yep.
So we're going to see who's who and what's what in the next 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Vietnam, plenty of time to get back in it. That ain't going to help. It is Nishi. Off the mark that time. Keeping the eyes up. Nishi looking for a cutter.
Man.
And she's going to find her.
Japan doing exactly what they're supposed to. Get that Vietnam defense on the move. Force them to follow. Force them to deny those cuts and bump you on the way there. They are not doing it. They don't want to do it so far. And until they wake up,
yes,
they're going to struggle.
They like to move it moving. They like to, that's all they've been doing. Body movement, ball movement.
And what do you see on the other side, though?
Stagnation.
Stagnation.
ISO ball.
ISO ball.
Okay. But that's what happens when you become too reliant on the talent,
exactly,
as opposed to the system. You gotta buy into the system. Even when you have the talent, you combine the best of both worlds, and it's gonna be hard for you to lose the game.
I've been trying to ring the alarm, Kyle. I've been trying to trigger something because, you know, even though I'm commentating, I'm coaching as well. I'm trying to share information. And this squad from Vietnam has all the tools to be quite successful.
In the post offense, 3 in the key.
3 with your back to the basket as you play one-on-one.
Okay, but the signal was actually 3 in the key. 3 to the back to the bucket is like this.
They do. I see what you mean. So 3 in the paint.
Yes.
Thank you
but,
for.
But that was the right call. What you said, I just think the signal was not there.
Yes. Oh, pick and roll action. What happened?
This is a 14-6 game. Angela.
Yes, it is.
What is happening right now? Is Japan that good, or is Vietnam struggling that poorly?
It's both. They're struggling defensively because Japan is doing exactly what they're supposed to do.
I'm going to say Japan and their system is that good.
Japan and the system is that good.
I think they're that good.
But offensively, Vietnam, and defensively, Vietnam is struggling for the 2 reasons that were mentioned. Too idle, too reliant on talent, and not enough on sharing the wealth and getting the defense off balance. And when you have such an aggressive defense against you, I mean, Japan is denying everything. Every movement you make, they're going to be keeping hands on you. They're going to deny access to the paint. They're going to push you and make you work hard. And then they're going to force you to play defense.
Look, you're right about it, but the defense from them has been nothing short of tenacious. I mean, honestly.
See, always hands. That's the first time that the defense breaks down. First time that I've seen them break down.
There's a conversion on the inside, though. It's Vietnam. They do trim into the lead a bit. It's 14-7. And Japan, all they do is attack the rack. They come away with no bucket there. Up fake, slight hezzy, step back. The Twins are going to share it.
Look at this defense.
That rock is left and then released. And
look at the D, Kyle. Look at the D, Kyle. I'm telling you.
It's so cold in the D. You don't know that. It's so
Detroit.
cold in the D. Yep. How the heck is you supposed to keep peace? What's that? Okay, I'll show myself out. I'll step aside for a second.
Watch out, Kyle. I'm about to hit that mute button.
Sometimes we got to think about the things that come out of our mouths before we actually let them come out of our lips. I didn't do it that time. That's a penalty on me.
And you know what I love about Japan? They're the perfect ambassadors of proving that 3x3 opens the door for everybody. It doesn't matter what your morphotype is or whether you're undersized. You can compete with anybody. Look at this. Beautiful. Threading the needle. And Vietnam has been struggling so bad guarding the two-lady action on the ball. I'm telling you, Kyle, I've been trying to point that out since the last 2 games. If you put them on pick-and-roll situations, they don't cover it properly. They always either get caught up with 2 people staying on the ball, or they don't communicate well enough that the trigger point for the switch is on timing. There is a problem. Houston, we got a problem.
Yeah, look, Japan, what a great combination of youth and experience on this team. And I think that this is one of those standout games. This is one of those signature performances, if they can hold on to win it. As that one is missed. Look at the rebound. Sarumi letting another one go.
They'll keep on shooting, so eventually it's going to fall.
Got to have a short memory. Erase that from the cachet and get back to it. Oh, snatch back, step back, no make, however.
Yeah, but it's an out of rhythm shot. That's a rhythm shot.
How about this game from Yuki Noguchi? She has been Gucci, indeed, in this game.
The better team is winning. The better team. Not the better talent, the better team. Best
analysis of the game. You are absolutely right. Oh, wait a minute. Nearly put together a beautiful play. Sarumi, though, to the corner. Look at that. They're so selfless.
Sometimes too selfless.
Yeah. Oh, where do you think you're going with that? not to the top floor. Great timing defensively. She's played the best game of the Japanese team. Yuki Noguchi met her at the front door like she ordered her. You had the wrong address. You were looking for 3B, not 3A.
And another steal. And another steal.
17-9 though. 17-9 though. I did not anticipate this. I expected this to be a good game. I did not anticipate this. 1 minute to go. It would take a miracle for Vietnam to win this game.
No miracle to be awaited.
Japan, all gas, no brake pads. Nishi gives it up. 7 still to shoot, no need to panic. They got weapons all over the place. They don't come up with a button. Nope. 45 seconds and counting.
Look at the defense, how high up they pressure. They stay on it. They contest everything.
Man, this is the most uncomfortable I've seen Vietnam. Like, they're not themselves, and it's because of the aggression of Japan.
They are themselves. That's the problem. They are themselves right now. That means that they're reverting to just thinking that they have enough talent to make the difference, but 3x3 is a daily reminder that talent is not enough.
It's going to be a wake-up call.
Yeah.
At least they hope it will be.
But the good thing for Vietnam, it has no consequence because they do go to the knockout round, and it's a new tournament.
Yeah, new tournament beginning day 5.
So if you got to get your butt headed to you in a certain way, well, it's the best time to do it. In a game where you know you still have to look forward to tomorrow.
Rich Shank says the Gucci is more valuable than Gucci.
For sure.
I'm gonna have to check the Forbes list for that, but I know what he means. .5 seconds.
Well, the question is, would you have a Gucci bag or Noguchi in her bag? I prefer that option.
Cross, right to left. That's a nice highlight, but all that matters is that dub at the end, and that will belong to Japan. They say arigato gozaimasu. Goodbye, thanks for playing. That's your game. Wasn't really even close. Japan, far and away the better team in this one. They take the top seed out of the group, 17-10, the final for them. And that quarterfinal bracket is now set up. So who was the 1 or the 2 seed between China and...
China top seed.
China
Republic
top
of
seed.
Korea number 2.
Okay, so the Republic of Korea will have a date with Japan and Vietnam with China. Wowzers.
It's going to be a great matchup in both games because it's really such a different style of play every time. So I'm so excited about those 2 quarterfinals right there.
Well, here are the highlights for you. Enjoy them while you can because we got one more game left on the schedule. Wow. And it'll be coming up here in just a few moments. Men's action. New Zealand, Qatar, both qualified to the quarters. But the one seed is up for grabs between 2 former Asia Cup powerhouses trying to regain their top spot. We'll see what happens next.